Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to share the story of somebody that really enjoys print on demand. They're doing it full time right now and trying to generate as much income as possible from it. I guess if you're doing it full time, of course that'd be the case. And they were just feeling a little bit down that they had really put in a lot of effort into Redbubble and their Merch by Amazon account, but weren't being rewarded with sales. So I'm going to talk about exactly what advice I gave them and show you some of their designs as examples in this video and talk about what we can do to improve them. So let's get started. Quick reminder, take advantage of the free weekly print on demand giveaway. You can use the link at the top of the description to enter. 2 winners are going to be randomly selected and announced this Sunday, and they're going to receive a license to Flying Research, which is my print-on-demand research tool of choice, AutomatePOD, print-on-demand design creation, automation, all-American graphics, premium graphics to help you with your designs, and Bubble Scout, my favorite Redbubble niche research tool. You can find, again, the link in the description. Okay, so we've all been there talking about print-on-demand and no sales. Like, what gives? We put in all this effort, we do our research, we do our best to design, and for whatever reason, we are not making sales. Now, of course, it's worth just mentioning really quickly, this could be the result of a few things, right? Like, there's no sales because we are in niches that nobody is looking to buy, right? That's always a possibility. Now, more commonly, we are in niches that are selling, but maybe we're not getting visibility. Now, that also could be an issue. And I'm going to talk about how to address that in this video as well, because I think that may be this person's issue. And I'll show you why in a second. I'll show you their actual designs that they had shared with me. What else? It could be that people you're in a niche that people are looking to buy. They may click your listing, and then what could it be, right? It might be that they don't like your design. It might be that you're priced too high relative to your competition. Any number of things, right, guys? So we need to factor in all of these things. We want to check all of these boxes as best we can to reduce the likelihood, well, I guess to increase the likelihood of a sale. I always think of it as like, no, they're going to find our listing, but reduce the likelihood of them being on the listing but not converting. And we're talking about specifically in this person, and I'll keep it anonymous, but this person wants to make full-time income or as close to it with print on demand. They're crushing it on Redbubble as far as the uploads go with over 3,000. So I really respect that. And anybody that's like, how do you make 3,000 designs with Redbubble? Guys, like, making the designs is one thing, but uploading them with Redbubble, make sure you go to your portfolio and then you click the little gear icon and hit the clone function when you upload. When you do that, you can upload so quickly. All you have to do is upload the new design. It'll apply it to all of your different products from the listing you cloned, and then swap out the keywords. Okay, so Redbubble uploads, no excuses there. The only thing about Redbubble, and this is what I said to the person via email, you don't want to use that as a benchmark for your success as a print-on-demand seller because, well, 2 reasons. Redbubble's barrier of entry is so low that there's a lot of other competition, inevitably, because it's so easy to start a new account. And number 2, that their algorithm is terrible in that they still allow tag spammers to abuse the placement algorithm, and they reward people for spamming primary keywords. Now, you can opt to play that game and do the tag spamming because at this point, what's it been, like a year almost? And they've done nothing about it and not even addressed it. They're pretending like it doesn't exist. My only fear is that if you do that, you might get your account banned one day if they do actually decide to clean it up. So switching over to Merch by Amazon, though, this person is in tier 10. And tier 10, I think you really need to be very strategic in your niche selection more than anything and your pricing more than anything. Now, like I always say, your designs need to be good enough no matter what tier you're on. When I say good enough, like, you can always create great designs too, but at a minimum, they need to be good enough to sell. So if you're making bad designs, it's a waste of time, right? And when I say good enough, I've talked about that in previous videos. Basically, you know, the design just shouldn't suck. Like, if the graphic is bad, don't include the graphic, just do text. Basically sums it up, all right? And make the text easy to read, right? Let's look at this person's designs, though. They sent me 4 designs. I sent them back via email. I said, look, like, I want you to succeed. They're not in my courses, so I couldn't just point them to like different lectures to help. But I said, you know, show me some of your designs and let me see like what I can do. So one thing I would mention right away is price point, $13.99. If you're in tier 10, you know, making what, 70 cents or 60 cents from this sale, like assuming this shirt sells, making 60 cents is doing nothing for you, right? It's not going to change your life. But if you price at $13.07, which is the floor, and people sort by price, low to high, you have a higher likelihood of actually showing up. Some customers do that. I know a lot of customers. I mean, in my mind, like Amazon customers typically don't care that much about price. The people in my life that I know shop on Amazon more or less are just like, yeah, prime shipping, and it's like price doesn't even matter. Price checking is not a thing. I'm more of like a person that likes to price check, but whatever. Not about me. Anyways, so I would price at the floor. You're in tier 10, right? Defer profitability. 60 cents isn't going to change your life unless you get some like bestseller, and then in which case, yeah, up the price. But the thing that I think is going to make the biggest difference here in this case, and let me also compliment the design. I think it's awesome. I think you did a really great job with the design. And we know the books, we know that sells. I think it was in top 5 niches of the week, wasn't it? Or maybe it wasn't in the exact top 5 niches, but I swear I saw that recently. And the shirt that was on my radar was definitely selling well. And in this case too, guys, it's like, you don't need to go after generic, high-level Halloween shirts. Look for cross niches. Halloween plus being a librarian. Boom. Okay, now what's missing on this shirt, or what can be fixed? Okay, I had to pause the video there because I realized that she already acted on my advice and switched up her title. So the previous titles on the 4 listings that I wanted to show you were more or less like scattered relevant keywords. You know what I mean? But not in a way that somebody would actually search, so we're like training the algorithm that these words are relevant to our listing, but not going one step further and trying to get a phrase match or an exact match, honestly. But I like to do phrase matches because then you can typically include multiple phrases in the title related to what people would actually search for. Like notice she updated her title. It says librarian Halloween costume. Okay, instead of like Halloween funny shirt, books, librarian, something, you know what I mean? Like now it's actually like librarian Halloween costume, reading lovers, gag gift. Okay, so it's multiple potential phrase matches. Now you can actually go further and research what keywords to actually target. Now there's the AMZ suggestion expander Chrome extension, which will, while you're searching in Amazon, it will pop out and show you suggested long tail keywords or keywords before or keywords after. That's very valuable and it's free. Also, there's this Keywords Everywhere Chrome extension, which works on Google search, and it can give you things like search volume for the phrase that you just searched into Google. It can show you related keywords right here, and that may unlock some sub-niche potential for you, or it could unlock other keywords that you might want to try getting indexed on. Again, your title is going to be weighted the most as far as the algorithm. And keep in mind, the Amazon algorithm, like, if we don't have any sales, then it only is guessing when to show our listing based on what somebody searches for versus the keywords we provided in our title and bullet points. So, and I mean, title is really where it's heavily weighted. When we're selling in more competitive niches, the bullet points are more fringe, not weighted as heavily. So, Keywords Everywhere, another free Chrome extension. I can link to it in the description. I'll put the AMZ suggestion expander link there too. There are 2 free Chrome extensions to help you with what to be targeting. Also, long tail keywords. It has a section for long tail keywords. All you have to do is install it, like 2 clicks, and then perform a keyword search in Google, and then look at the sidebar, and you get all this information for free. All right? I mean, look, it's already given us another, this is my human costume. I'm actually a dinosaur. Mom dinosaur Halloween shirt. Dinosaur Halloween. So it's giving us ideas, okay? And this is based on what people are actually searching for. So this is very valuable information. Okay, so this person's also selling like Christmas shirts, and while the design is really good, it's tier 10. There's no need to like be planning that far out and using up I think of it as real estate, using up your internet real estate on Christmas shirts this early when you are really just trying to get tiered up immediately so you have more upload slots for when people actually start buying Christmas shirts. Now, people are already buying Christmas shirts. I've made a few sales. I've seen some people in my Facebook community making some sales, but the majority of the traffic is going to be directed at like Halloween, and then we've got Thanksgiving, and there's going to be fringe holidays in between now and then as well. Another Halloween design, by the way, well done. I said Halloween, my bad, Christmas. Another T-Rex Christmas design. You're using the same graphic, by the way. So check that out. This is really smart. She has a really good T-Rex graphic, and she's utilizing it in multiple ways. So whether you design this or you purchase the graphic, this is smart. Everybody should take notice on what she did here. That's, well done. Again, I would price at the floor $13.07. I would delete the Christmas designs unless they've sold and free up space for more short-term trends. Be agile in tier 10. Don't be afraid to delete a design and upload a new one every single day if it hasn't sold. One last design. This one says, why yes, I can drive a stick t-shirt. I might actually jam in more keywords into the title and put like funny Halloween. You know, even though it's like, is that ever going to drive you sales? Most likely not, but you're at least helping the algorithm know that this is a like funny Halloween shirt, you know? Or you could put like broomstick shirt, T-Rex witch, you know what I mean? Something. You've got extra space up there in the title. Help the algorithm learn what to associate you with and try to get indexed on like a broader assortment of relevant keywords. Okay, I think your keyword targeting is really going to be what is going to get you over the hump as far as making some sales. And then also don't just think along the lines of like Halloween is going to soak up a lot of sales in the immediate future. Don't be afraid to like look for short-term trends, you know, news cycle trends is really what I'm thinking of, right? Like nobody's surprised when Halloween rolls around in October every year, but there are things in the news cycle that you don't foresee coming that all of a sudden, you know, people are buying t-shirts about. So just look out for those. That's where you're going to make the most sales in my mind. Like I just paused the video and went and looked up messages that I received from a student in my merch course who was very early to a hot trend that was kind of like a flash in the pan thing recently. They ended up making 55 sales and over $100 profit in a 2-day span. So that stuff is out there, right? And I didn't tell the student to go sell that niche. They found it. They showed it to me. I was like, dude, yeah, that looks good. Go for it. Over $100 profit and 55 sales later, they're now going to be in tier either 100 or 500. That part I need to double check on. Anyways, that stuff's out there. Just, you know, be vigilant, be looking for those niches. It's easier said than done actually finding them and identifying them and being correct about them. But when you're in tier 10, you already know you've got that one upload slot a day. So just make sure you're utilizing it and being willing to take risks on something that may fizzle out or may become a really nice best-selling trend. All right, guys, thank you for watching this video. Before I wrap up, please take advantage of the 7-day Merch by Amazon mini course, completely free. Link is in the description. Also, join my Amazon Merch Facebook community if you haven't already. I'd love to have you there. Last but not least, I wrote a full Merch by Amazon course walking you through how I went from tier 10 to tier 100,000. By the way, my recent advertising course is included with your enrollment into this one, so not a bad deal. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.